Bitcoin is going to zero.
Hey yo guys, welcome, great to have you guys around. And for some reason I'm also volume low once again. I don't know what the heck is going on in here. Let me try to fix this, and guys, let me know how my audio is doing. Hopefully it's doing all right, and let me get started with you guys. Yay, we have Jesse Glue in the house. What's up, Glue in the house? What's up, my friend? Welcome. Hey everyone, make sure to like and subscribe. Absolutely, make sure you guys that like and subscribe. That really helps with the channel. We also have Melissa, what's up? Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your time here with me. Really appreciate it. We have Kelly. What's up, Kelly? Welcome, great to have you. Kate DGT, what's up, bro? Welcome, great to have you here, my friend. High five. There you go, half the fight. And so, what's up, yo? Welcome. Great to have you. Bingo, bango, trade intuition in the house. What's up, brother? Welcome. Great to have you here, my friend. I can hear you. Perfect. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. All right, let's get it. Because where is JR, man? Where is JR? I need to speak with him face to face. He was saying, PAO short. Oh no. Well, it was neutral, so I mean, if you shorted the top of it, you made some money, right? If you long it with us, you also make some money. Yo, I was talking just about you. PAO short. What's up? let me see you. But in fairness. All right. Yeah, in fairness, because I need to be as fair as possible because I'm the one with the microphone. But in total fairness, when you call this short, if you would have entered on that price action, you would have made money. So, there you go. But your audio is about 30-40% lower than other streams. Thank you so much for that. Trade tuition. Let me fix that really quickly. That should fix this. All right, so we'll see. Yeah, I think so. I think that will fix it. All right. I say AVAX short. Did you say AVAX? I gotta record it. I don't know, man. I don't know. I do remember. TAO short. I don't know. Who gives a whatever. Right. Let's go for the AVAX short. Let's take a look at here. Long MNT. Long MNT. Let's see. Let's take a look at MNT, and then let's go check out how we played out because we're in profit. Thank you so much, Trade Tuition. Really appreciate your feedback, man. Really enjoy it. So JR should change his name to Daddy the Bear. Why is that? Let me know. Mental. All right, so you want to take a look at mental? Let's get it, brother. Everything for Mr. Jesse. Let's go check it out. So MNT. All right, so we need to go to the chest, right? Let's go get it. All right, we're gonna get back to the video here. I just need to make a little bit of spacing here, and let's go. Oh, CRV right now crossing over. Why can't you guys see this? Oh, can I maybe push it up? No, I can't. All right, CRV just ringing right now, but let's take a look at mental MNT. All right, crypto MNT Bybit. Do we want Bybit? Do we want Binance Bluffit? Why not? We got it. All right, so we already got it here. Let's mark it. Let's go mental. Right click, open link. Let's check the. Oh, look at that, brother. That was the 4 hour. What a move, bro. That is fantastic. All right, so let's check that out. All right, so first of all, zoom out, right? As always, zoom out as much as you can. You guys, if you want a 0 to hero if you want, sorry for that, somebody's at the door. If you want a zero to hero, sorry, a little bit of a headache here, zero to hero setup or zero to hero course, remember that we offer that right here on the channel. In fact, a part of Trade Academy, so go check that out. There is like 20 chapters. We learn about everything, and then also we trade those everything, right? And we follow up on that. So give us a little like. All right, so there we go. Right now you could have, and I know that you could have, right? You could have, we always could have. But let's go for it. So we could have done a BOS breakout here, and BOS is a break of structure, very important. And let's get this also out of the way, just in case we have new viewers. When you trade a BOS, break of structure, you could absolutely be buying the top and then the thing just reversing on you. All right, that's why it's very important, very important, that when you trade a BOS, a break of structure, which is the breakout of the previous high on a flat, or in this case a downwards channel that breaks to the upside. And by the way, that is what CRV it's kind of like going for, but the other way around. So I'm expecting it to drop and the things just keep pushing. Come on, CRV, die already, bro. So, all right, getting back here. Well, it's very important. It's very important that one, you control your leverage. Two, you control your size position. And of course, three, you use a stop loss. All right. So all of those things together. So that is very important to look into. All right. So far, I think, what are you looking for, Jesse? Are you looking for a long, short? What is it that you're itching for? Let me know, brother. All right, but in the meantime, let me try to do a non-biased analysis. So, oh, by the way, like if we just go as far as we can, our support resistances are clipping here. Not sure. Let me maybe go to the daily. Not sure if you're on all-time highs. Ooh, yes. Well, seems like it. All right, so seems like it. All right, so there's no amount of resistances and supports that are gonna catch to it. So if we cannot get there a support and resistance, there are other stuff that we can do. For example, we can do trend lines, or better yet, we can do predictive ranges. And we have two set of predictive ranges. This one's first, and let's go check out that configuration. Right here, let's see, predictive ranges 12 hours at 50. All right, so it's basically the same same setting, same sensitivity, but we just fix it to 12 hours. All right, and then this other one that is on either 4 hours or daily. I think it's chart. All right, chart. So right now it's acting on the daily. Perfect. So let's go and check this out. So we are breaking right now. All right, we are breaking right now that purple line. How far are we gonna be pushing? I don't think that too far, and that is because we are chunking out on that dynamic reactor, and then we might have, you know, like the pick ribbon, so something like the goose head. That is kind of like a what started happening, right? So it start going chunky, right, or thick, not chunky but thick, right? It has a thick neck like here, right? And then I need to use that meme. All right, so it started to get thicker in here, and at the top start getting rounded, right? So just like, for example, in here and maybe in here, right? So we could be looking for a possible close flip of the ribbon. Remember that the flip of the ribbon, in most of the cases, it is at candle close. So you may be already retracing and you're gonna get it in here. All right, so on the way down with a one candle delay. It's not delay, but it's a candle close. So it feels it's right in between those, the closing candle and the open candle. All right, so just so you follow up along on that. With no ETH alert. What are we missing here? Daniel, what's up? 1994 BTC has no chill. Yes, it's pumping. Absolutely. Wait on Ethereum alert. Love it. All right, so we're also gonna be looking at Ethereum. All right, so far, by the way, remember Jesse at me so I can long MNT. All right, so did you already longed it, or you're looking for it to a long? If you're looking to enter for a long, I mean, I don't want to give you FOMO, All right, I don't want to give you FOMO, but this thing could keep riding. All right, it's unknown. The point is that when you start seeing structure being formed, and that is lagging out to the right, that is your opportunity. All right, but in the meantime, as this thing is just going up, it will be a little dangerous just to enter here because we have no point of reference, right? Not only that, look at our VRVP, right? Dude, 0.000. We just moved that fast that we have some slippage in here, right? So, I mean, this is not good, and this is creating liquidity to be grabbed. This is creating a fair value gap on the daily. All right, let's go check out the 4 hours. The 4 hours, you could have entered, and I know they could have, right? They all could have. But we could have entered on the breakout retest. There we go. That is the fractional part that I'm looking for, or the flag out part that we're looking for, especially a 30% retracement. I'm long from 1,100. What? Dude, those numbers doesn't add, man. Or how do I read that? Not calling you out. Not calling you out. I don't know. Maybe that's another way to count. What's that? 1,104. What? I don't know. Or are we missing something? Because I don't think that is about 1 million. I think I know what is the real number here. But let me see. If I can catch it. But I mean, it's just hilarious, man. You need to accept that. It's pretty funny. All right. So $1. Oh, got it. Oh, got it. Yeah. All right. Yes. And it was semantics. Right? We use point here. You use comma there. Absolutely. Mea culpa, bro. Mea culpa. All right. So $1. And then 11.41 cents. All right, so 11.41. Got it. But it was hilarious to see. All right, 1,000, right? Dude, look at that perfect entry, man. Congratulations to you. Have you taken profits? If not, this is a quick reminder. Take some profits, man. Take some profits. Take. But yeah, I mean, look at that, brother. Right there. Right freaking there, man. You are sniping that entry. Congratulations, my friend. That is actually pretty fantastic, pretty dope entry, bro. All right, so I'm guessing that you jumped in at the break of that 0 line, or if you were looking at, there we go here, maybe at, oh, there we go, some, again, maybe that breakout in here. I'm not 100% sure, but dude, what an entry. At the end of that retracement, that is perfect. Good patience and breaking back above dynamic reactor, reversal diamond, breaking through the 0 line with money flow rushing in. Oh boy, that is some serious shit entry, man. Love it. All right, took out 33.8%. Perfect. All right, so I could suggest a couple of things in here now. So you already have taken 33% out. You are in the bulk in. All right. So that means that most of your money is in here. The thing is, hey, if we're still pushing, yes, we could absolutely keep pushing, right? But what if the thing just does this? Ooh, right? So, and it's pretty possible. And it's actually closer to that area, not only because that is our previous highs, but also we have some hiccups on the way up. First hiccup, secondary hiccup, right? And those hiccups create order blocks or support and resistances, right? So, how can you cheat? All right. Man, it's a little difficult, but here it is. Maybe you can add up to a 50% takeout right now. Maybe, right? It's not a suggestion, right? It's what I would do, right? Because that 50% is the sweet spot between, well, the middle. It's just the sweet spot, right? You have taken just enough, right, to get the bulk out, but also just enough to like the bulk in. Does that make sense? So you will also be in a pretty damn good zone. And then after you have taken 50% out or just completed to that 50% out, well, we can measure volatility. Let's go and check that out. Like, for example, let's see, in this kind of movement, which we haven't had, all right, what is the ratio of retracement? Well, since we don't have it, we can do two things. First, and this is my favorite way to do it, it's just measuring the retracement candles like this, all right? So what was the hiccup, right, that created a continuation upwards, all right? So the hiccup size, it is around 447. Remember that as the price goes up, that same size is going to change in percentage. There is nothing that you can do on your broker to change this. So you need to focus on whatever that measurement is, right? So I would create a 9.48% trailing scenario. That means that as the price pushes up, this thing is going to keep going up and going up and going up, right? So most likely, as soon as we get another hiccup like this, you should be covered, all right? Just so you know, I tend to add it just that, of course, that wiggle room, right? Even when trailing. So I just eyeball it, just to be honest. In here, I just eyeball it and say, oh, well, this part kind of like feels right, all right? And there's another way, which is also just counting the weeks, all right? So let's try that one also, and let's compare those two. So this is the volatility, and I like to have volatility twice, all right? So let's paste it here just to compare it, and then let's clone it. Where's the clone thing? Clone, and then I add it twice. So as you can see, it's a little bit tighter around the corners, pretty close to each other, right? From, well, sort of close to each other. And well, let me just move this out of the way. So there's one single text, and starting the same thing, 8 to 10. So it's a 2% change, right? That's what I would do. Important here. The little thing that you add, your little wiggle room that you add at the end, will be the difference of taking you out in continuation to moving back up. There is one more way to measure this, which is a 33% retracement, right? So what if, and for that we need two things. First, our predictive ranges, right? And then our secondary set of predictive ranges, which for some reason they're not showing up in here. Maybe is it lower? Yeah, here it is. So I'm gonna be overlaying them and looking for the next big resistance zone. So let's go for the first one. Well, it's clear that we have the purple line up here, right? The purple line, it's right there. It's clear. There's nothing else above it, right? Let's not overlay the next one. And right here, I would say that the most important will be this one, the golden line. So this is my resistance pocket, my first resistance pocket, all right? So I already have this guess or predicted a resistance pocket. And of course, I'm going to be also marking the next Hail Mary target in here, all right? So having a possible resistance pocket in here, I can add a Fibonacci, all right? So let's go and do it. So I'm having my Fibonacci, all right? So known point to predicted point. In which part am I going to be grabbing? Bottom, top, or half? That is up to you. I usually tend to grab half of it, right? But because this is in an all-time highs and we're really pushing, I'm going to be grabbing the top of it, like in here, all right? And then measuring, all right, the 33% retracement, all right? So remember, here will be something around this, all right? And is it closer? Yes, it's pretty close, right? So here it is, a 12. And by the way, pretty neat that we have a 9, 10, or something like this, 10, and then a 12. So it's almost a 2% magnitude increasing here. 4 minutes in, second commercial. What break? Are you kidding me, dude? Are you all guys having 2 minutes, 4 minutes to commercial kind of like rating here? I don't know. If that's it, I'll absolutely change it, Dutchy. But let me know. Or maybe it's just that you are a compulsory buyer and YouTube knows it. Let me know. All right. You might get right. What is it? Raise Dutchie. Then I can retire from work. I'm not. Oh, love it. Instead of perfect. Love it. Love it. Chicken Alfredo. What are we talking about? Winner chicken dinner? I don't know. Hit me up, guys. Let me know if you already have two commercials already. If that's it, I'm absolutely gonna be changing that, at least on in here. Just let me know. I have YouTube. Oh, you have YouTube Premium. Look at you. Shiny. Look at that. Love it. Love it. What is it? Premium. Love it. Love it. All right. So let's go and check that out. So as you can see, it's very funny that it's just a 2% increase on every single one. So between the very first one and the last one, it's somewhere around a 4% increase. All right. So this would be your chances of retracement. All right. If you ask me, I would kind of like go for the highest one. But that also is putting or is getting my gains harder in risk, right? Because I could be losing more. Oh, I get it, and then maybe golden pocket, and it goes up. Dude, I will be banging my head against the wall, right? So everything has its own kind of like a drawdown, if that makes sense. But this is what I could maybe, I don't know, show you around, Jesse, whatever you want to do. But as you already have, right? But I still need to repeat it. Remember to take some profits. And I know you have. I know you have. So great trading, bro. Great position. Love it. Love it. Talking about great positions. Bitcoin, guys. Look at that, man. It is just pounding on the scale. Look at this. Look at this. And we took it in here on the way down. And very important, if you were on the 4 hours, you had your breakout retest, right? So here is your breakout. Perfect. Breakout retest, the actual retest that I was expecting, but I was already in here. Breakout retest, continuation. Love it. All right. I was expecting a little drawdown today, but the things are just pushing and pushing hard. Let's go check out right now TAO. Who was saying shorted? Who was saying shorted? No one? No one? All right. All right. All right. No one. Love it. Just kidding, bro. You know, I appreciate you, brother. All right. So right here, we are above the 09. We're pushing in here. We have back our money flow is still in the green. Something important that is a little choppy. It is our true 7. So it's not that we're like swimming in gains, all right? We know that. It's not that we're swimming in gains. And by the way, this was freakingly close, all right? But it's not like we're swimming in gains. We're coming back up for our next target. Let's let it whip. Let's see how that plays out. And remember, if you already are in, remember yesterday we took early profits. I know it was a tiny bit out, but then we just took some profits, basically coming back up, coming back down, coming back up. Let's go. Let's get it. All right, so let's go and check out something else here. Fifth COTR here. What? Feels like Cutter. I know what's that, bro. Let me know. Is that a coin or do you want me to look at something? I press skip like 2 seconds. Don't change it, OC. Make that what paper. I love it, love it. Thank you, brother. Thank you. All right. I said my friends, bro, was stuck in it. All right, so let's move on and let's take a look at a couple of other things. Things are pushing. Things are pushing. PRV also pushing. Man, this actually kind of like hurts. I've been looking for the shorty here, but we knew this could be happening, right? In fact, remember when we were looking at this pattern here, we said, well, it's looking more bullish than bearish, right? We have the breakout, we have the retest, we have a double retest in here, and then a further continuation by now creating a change of phase, right? Right now, we are going for this up range because that is the majority or the tipping point that I would actually move it somewhere around here where we have half of the price action coming down and half of the price action coming up, right? But whatever. The point is that this thing is pushing. I'm still not gonna trade it. I'm gonna be waiting for some resistances. Pretty ugly enough on our position right now, or on my position that I did not trade this. It is that the target it is at 0.86. All right, for based on its next resistance. But here it is, smart money entries right there. So what could I be expecting out of that? I could be expecting a rejection, right? So depending on where your smart money entries are, if they are at the top, they're resistance. If they are at the bottom, they are at support, all right? So right here, or even better, right there, because there is a little bit less volume and less disparity right here, all right? So I'm looking for maybe a breakout, all right, retest. That might be very nice. Trying to maybe avoid a Bart Simpson. That could actually happen, all right? That will be counteract by looking at what happens on our oscillator. We still don't have it. And if we can catch it all the way in here. So this will be our trade, all right? We'll see how that rolls. Still, this is not a confirmed entry. It's still moving. We cannot take it, but still fine. All right, that looks pretty fine. Guess I'll try that. What confluence you speak of? Oh, I love it. COTR is crypto on the rocks. Oh, love it. All right, so we'll check that out. Hard, what's up, dude? Yes, you make it. Thank you for making it, brother. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you, bro. All right, so let's see. Question: do you think this push could be a fake out to get traders bullish? Question: you think if BTC pulls back, it will take the alts with it? Do I think this push could be a fake out? Yes, I think so. But we need to factor in what's going to happen tomorrow, right? With the new consumers data. But also, how far back could we be pushed back down? Let's go check out Bitcoin, all right? Because we're talking about that question. All right, so this is the 4 hours. How far should we go for now then have an out of control fake out, right? Because, I mean, we have a big area of support here that we've been looking at, right? This is actually just out like this. So, we're going for the previous highs, I would say. Oh, a little cricket. Let's go for this. All right. I think that is going to be the target that we're going to be looking into, right? So, how far back? I mean, are we going to get this? I don't know just yet, right? So, talking about thinking, speculation, right? Do I think this is a trap? I think we're absolutely going to be doing this. All right? I do think that we're going to get this. All right. But right now, we have 100% chances, right? On conclusive numbers. Of conclusive numbers, of course. 100% chances. It's not me saying that, guys. It's not me saying that. That is the Fed Watch tool saying that we have 100% chances of rate cuts. Now the debate is how big of a rate cut we're going to get, right? So buy the rumor, right? And then when we get those hikes, boom, sell the news, right? And then that is when we need to look for, all right, do we get a higher low, right? Do we get a maybe a, I don't know, a triangle, stuff like this, right? So to answer your question, do you think this is a fake out? Yes, in the lower time frames, right? Even in the 4 hours, right? Something like that. Because of rate cuts, we've been waiting for rate cuts, and guys, believe that Donald Trump is not gonna let this slide. All right, he's been so insistent. All right, so insistent of getting the cuts, and when he finally has it, and he is right, it was a little bit too late, right? And it's not that he was right just because he's right. We've seen that because the Fed acts on delayed data, well, his response are delayed. Then why didn't they just change that? Because they cannot gamble with their country, people, economy. Does that make sense? So it's like, all right, do we have a certainty? No, until we have the factuals on paper. But the factors on paper, they come out late. So our answer is going to still be late. And I think that is kind of like protecting their own asses. kind of. All right. But that is just my opinion. Just let that in. All right. So let's get checked out. Let me. What was the second question? If it comes back down, it's gonna pull the alcos with it. Yes, I think so. Especially something like not CRV. I mean, I would love to say CRV, but something like TAO. All right. So it's good while it lasts. So be careful with TAO because the thing is just not pushing. Look at this. Look at this pump. We should have a freakishly scary candle to the upside, right? And we just don't. Right? It's lacing around, right? And when it was supposed to going up, it's not going up. What is it gonna be doing when it's supposed to go down? It's gonna go down with strength, right? It's gonna go down hard. So I do think so. Not in the whole crypto space. Sadly, I don't think that that's gonna affect meme coins for some reason. And that's some reason. It's just inexperienced people, allocating their money, or instead of better projects into a lesser of a better project, that makes sense, into more popular get rich quick project. That doesn't mean that we have a tipping point, right? So there we go. I think that's what I got. Oh, you are Poland, there in polar bear in Canada. Oh, we're talking about JR. Oh, they got you, bro. All right, so let's go check out a couple of other stuff. Let's do a top-down analysis really quickly. So Bitcoin, all right, out of the way. We are in long with Bitcoin. We have 2 possible entries. Perfect. So guys, you all should be long in Bitcoin, all right? There's no way that you didn't take that trade, all right? The next one, all right, next one, Ethereum. I was expecting this pullback down. Once again, F Ethereum, bro. Look at that. Look at that, man. And dude, come on. You just gotta be kidding me with Ethereum. And well, man, the part that I still said, all right. I mean, we're still within. This was on the 30 minutes, right? And I'm better at the 4 hours. All right, so we can still rock on. We're still within the range. On the range, yes, we have that retest. It still did not cut out in 30 minutes. That's fine. And we are trying to break out. What is gonna be the retest of that trade? I would say somewhere around here. And I do believe, there we go, that we have a resistance, which is a predictive range. Breakout, there we go, resistance flag out, and then off we go for then a retracement. I think we're going to still be in on this macro range on Ethereum. So hashtag F Ethereum. XRP did play it out very nicely here. It did have its flag out. It has its 30% retracement, breakout, retest, continuation. And we're getting very close to a resistance. So we need to be very careful with XRP. In fact, if you want to jump back into XRP, I think this will be your next opportunity. As we make the push, as we flag out, and then as we make maybe another push in here. All right. And very close, maybe wicking in here. I don't know. We'll still see. Right now, yes, I'm a little positive. And I believe because of, well, we have 3% to 100% possibilities of rate cuts, right? It's not that I like it. It's not that, it does help me, right? But it affects a lot into crypto. And coming from a bearish momentum, yes, we do need that retracement. But I think certain projects like XRP are going to pump. All right, so let's go check out BNB because BNB, there we go. I was expecting... There we go. I come back down to, here it is, a 867 or a break of structured trade. The break of structured trade played out, still pushing, and we're going right now. And there, oh, come on, yep. And we're going to, there we go, double purple lines. That is going to be our, I would say, trying or looking for a short opportunity, right? So let me push it all the way down here, just in case, just when we start ringing that, I'm going to start looking at my oscillator, maybe, just maybe, looking for a rejection there. So, Orhan, what's up? Anyone longing? What? Longing? Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, we are. Bitcoin on the 30 minutes, it's been killing it. This is where we caught it, second opportunity, and then it is going to the moon. Let's go check out a couple of other stuff, like for example, Solana. Okay. Oh wow, right? Solana, man. Today in Chart Prime, I got someone asking, "Hey, so no short in Solana?" Jesus, Solana has been one of those that actually has been proving me wrong. All right. And that is because, well, I was not really fan of Solana. I mean, I had it in the back of my head, like talking about, I don't know, H bar, ADA, Link, Solana, right? A little bit more interesting because it's related to Ethereum. And, well, just because of that, right? But it's just been pushing. And when it push, look at this, very strong, all right? And when it pulls back, it's not as bad. But still, its structure is pretty nice. I mean, its structure is so clean and easy, right? So right now, we're just waiting. We're just waiting. All right, so when short Solana, easy peasy. When we fail the trend line, we're going to be looking for hitting the dynamic reactor and then retest lower high, and then off we go. These are no, and let me remove this so we are not getting confused. All right, these are no. I'm not telling you that we're gonna be shorting right now. No, no, no. When we break the trend line, and for that, let's add an alert. This trend line, and for good measure, let's clone it and let's add a buffering zone right there. All right, so our wiggle room. So I heard Solana. What? I hated Solana because of meme coins. Yes, I feel you, bro. I feel you. It was just so filthy, full of meme coins. Yes, to be truth, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But it's been printing. Yes, yeah, absolutely. And you're fine. I mean, you're completely right. I'm also in that same boat with you, man. I'm also in that same boat with you. B team, what's up? Commercials. Pay up, bro. Pay up. Nah, just kidding. Skip them. Skip them. We'll see. I'll bring that up tomorrow. That with Piper. All right. And if not, I'll just reduce it in here in the show. So I think this is a recurring thing. So I'll try to make it easy on you guys. All right. So instead of what is 1,000 commercials per minute, we just reduce it to 500 commercials per minute. Would that feel all right? Let me know. Solana to 400. I don't think so. Well, man, you got me there. You got me there. Solana to 400 is pretty possible. All right. Is it factual? Not yet. All right. Because we don't see right now. We still need to see how far does Bitcoin goes. Okay, how far is it going to be pushing or pulling Solana with it? Right. Then we're going to be seeing altcoins retracing. And then we're going to be seeing altcoin season, all right? But Solana to 400 could be it. Could be it. I mean, could be it. But still, I mean, I just don't want to call it to 400 because look at that. I mean, is it possible? Yes, it's in the rounds of possibility, especially when we look at the 12 hours, right? 12 hours, 400. All right. Yeah, I mean, we don't even need such a huge movement, right? Let's go and check that out. Like, for example, this one here, right? If we compare this movement to this one here, still the same size, right? This one we are basically on the same size. So possible retracement incoming. You see that? In fact, remember that we're trying to calculate that. And then maybe after that retracement, well, it's not that far off. 300, 200, 300, right? So yeah, to another 100, could be, right? And that's what I mean. Like, I mean, another. Well, now we're pushing it, right? Another 2 cycles here, without that big retracement, to the maybe altcoin season. Again, could be, right? Could be. I would rather call it somewhere around 350 or 300, all right? Maybe a little bit lower, right? And that is just to be safe on the prediction. And that is because, well, this is going to get recorded and somebody else is going to watch it with no context. And they could be just falling for it with early information that might change in the future. All right. So having said that, it is possible. But we don't trade on possibilities. We trade on math. All right. So based on that, we still need to we still need to wait for how Bitcoin pushes or pulls the altcoins with it, and then how altcoin season will start then massively pumping those coins. For 400 sounds in the rounds on very possible, right? Very possible. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. What? How much? How much? Yeah. What's up? I think 2 would be the youth e-pay out. Laughing my. Well, kind of. All right. So again, it's not that bad. I mean, it's not that bad because if we take a look at this area right here, I mean, our first push, we could absolutely could. Well, it's kind of the same ballpark, 330, right? But again, it's pushing higher, but I think it's possible. Let's actually just leave it, just for fun. All right, perfect. Hey, B team, thanks so much. All love, thank you. Just testing, bro. Gang. What's up, brother? Thank you really much. Really appreciate it, my friend. Really helps with the channel. Appreciate it, my friend. And also remember, guys, to click that like button. It really helps. All right, let's go check out a couple of other stuff in here, and we're gonna be writing out. So TRX. All right, TRX, we were looking, and this is one of the flukes that we had. All right, so just like we go for a good ones, we also have our bad ones. So this is the one we're looking for, this area of resistance. I was expecting an early flip of the ribbon, and well, it didn't. All right, so it did not. Whatever gets with gets candle did not apply this time, but it's fine. I mean, it's fine. I mean, this was, again, remember, a quarter of a position. A quarter of a position, and when we get stopped out, what is going to be the next one? This is not a confirmed entry, all right, but we're going to be looking at these areas right here on the 12 hours. Let's go to 4 hours. It's pumping, all right, and let me start adding some alerts in here, right? So I want to add those alerts because that is my next area of... Ooh, don't do that. All right, so I don't know what happened there. All right, I guess that's it. Okay, let's see if it's locked. Yes, it's locked, and it's locked. Perfect. All right, so we already have a possible reversal, but we have a goose hit. What does that goose hit means? Further continuation before a retracement, right? And then whoop, a bigger retracement. So still, well, we already have it. Maybe we could be looking into this. Ah, man, now that I'm seeing it, we are in reversal zones. Let's do something in here. Let's add one more alert right here at the center of this hiccup. All right, the center of this nut. And that is just in case we have not reaching out here there, because it's been a topic right now, right? It's been repeatedly. So if we just get short by a little hair, and then the freaking alert doesn't play it out, right? It doesn't alert me, and I just don't take the trade. So let's try to maybe just cut it on the way down if it doesn't hit my entry point. Still could be a pretty good entry right there. You dub, what's up? Indra, I just copy trade Dodgy. Hey, what's up? That is fantastic. Love it. Hey, Dodgy, what's up with that copy trade? Let me know. That'll be fantastic. Like that click button. Love it on the... Thank you very much. B team. Andrew, hello friend. What's up, guys? Hey, we're getting better here. We're getting larger in the community. Love it, guys. Love it. High five. All right. By the way, guys, if you are new, I see a couple of you guys that are not green or something like that. Guys, we have a Discord. Not really trying to sell you anything, but if you subscribe to the Discord, to the YouTube, you get access to the Discord. And very neat. Let me see if I can bring it up in here. All right. And let me show you, we have a DCA plan. And why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up because just, Monday, we have a 2x DCA on Bitcoin. All right. And it's not that every single time that you buy, it's going to go up. No, it is not. That's not how it works. But having a plan for the long run and not just relying on trading is the way to go, right? So in that case, we got you covered. Let me see if I can have it right here. Let me bring this up. And you also, this is where you go, like Piper Academy. You're gonna have JR's Dojo, LBC, Wave Machine, My Trades that I also pushed in here, Box Plays, right? That he also explains. And most importantly, I think over everything else, the DCA BTC plan. All right, so let's go check that out. Okay, and here is DCA 2 times. All right, wristband 535, and I'm bringing this up because we're doing very nice on trading. Okay, this most likely is gonna change a little bit because right now our win rate it's crazy high. All right, higher than have ever been. Okay, we are hitting 90s in here, just so you guys know, and 90% win rate. I don't know if we can sustain that. Hopefully we can. All right, but I'm my trading overall it's around 75 80 zones. All right, it's pretty good, it's pretty high still. All right, it's pretty high. That means that we haven't get there yet, but we might still have in the future, statistically speaking, we might have maybe some bad days in the future. All right, and why am I saying this? All right, why am I not, hey, Des, we just win because we're 90-ish above, right? Come to the trading gods. No. We need to be responsible. All right, we need to be realistic, and we need to set our feet on the ground. That is the most important for longevity in the market. All right, so just like we talk about our gains, we also need to talk about our statistically win rate over time. All right, I've been doing this for a long time, and I can tell you that we have had, I mean, amazing win rates. But when you factor it with all my career, that is still within 75-80%. All right, having said that, now that we are pushing higher on our win rate, all right, that we're making that extra sweet cash, all right, what are you going to be doing with that cash? What are you going to be doing with that? Are you going to be just going and spending maybe on a dinner? That's all right. It's your money, right? But what about if you just put it into your savings account? What about if you go and do your, for example, your DCA, right? And I mean, now that you have that extra money, you could start saving in here or then prepare for the bear market. Very important. And I know I'm taking a little bit of time in here. Before this Piper's DCA plan, all right, I used to have my own DCA plan. Let me tell you that I ditched my personal DCA plan in order to fully accept and make this plan my own, because the most important part of this plan is that you do take profits on this, and this DCA tells you when to take profits. That is far beyond, all right, any other plan, because this lets you not only push your money on the best areas of entry, but also take your money back out on the best areas of exit, letting you to actually enjoy a cycle of your money, right? Are you maybe saving for that new truck? Well, you can save it here, right? Are you saving maybe for an upgraded house? All right, great, save it here, right? Whatever, and not saving in here the platform, saving on your own platform, follow the plan, right? That's what I mean. And then I mean, I don't know, are you preparing for your kids' college? Well, yeah. Things here is, I'm not telling you to grab your kids' college money and push it into DCA. No. Hold on your horses. But I'm telling you, if you're trading here with us, all right, and you're making that extra cash can help on a DCA plan to then add to your kids' college. A little food for thought. It is, it is actually the cheapest plan ever that I've ever seen. It is just your subscription for YouTube. Consider checking that out. And other than that, well, consider also having a like button. And if you don't want to do this, don't do it, right? We are still going to be here for you, right? Trying to give you the best possible trades ever. But having said that, let's go check out a couple of other trades. And I want to go over some meme coins. one of those meme coins, and I think you guessed it, it's going to be grass. All right, I've been behind grass the whole freaking week. So is it time? Did we nail it? Guys, are you following along? Let me know. And for some reason, I just can't find grass. Come on, where is grass? All right, here is grass. Remember that hedge? Well, at this point, we do have a stop out. Okay. This is our stopped out. This trade, right? Remember, this was trying to catch the very bottom or long the way up. And our entry, it's right here. Remember, we were just looking for lip of the ribbon. It was pretty flat. And also, we were looking at our zero line with our money flow. Okay? Please tell me that you caught it. This was a BOS trade. Don't cut it, don't worry. If you did not cut it, we're getting to our resistance point. Like, yeah, resistance, all right? We're getting to our resistance, and better yet, we're curling back down in here, okay? I believe that we're gonna have a flag, and then on the flag, we might have this sweep of the lows and then hit our next area of resistance 0.9. All right, so we might still have another opportunity to jump back in. Having said that, I'm gonna grab this and set up a re-entry point. All right, so grass is in the table. Grass is still on the table. Hey Drew, what's up, brother? ETH at 4,000. Is it already pumping that hard? Let me see. Ethereum at 4,523. Look at that, man. Getting to our resistance zone at 4,561. Maybe looking for a rejection and a re-entry right there on Ethereum. So we're still doing great. We're still doing great. We are on it. We are on it. All right. So let's see. Also say that my kids don't need no thinking college DCA is. Drew, don't, please don't. I don't know. But for me, and that's a personal experience, you are my best life experience was one that was junior high school. And that is because if you didn't know, I did part of my high school on the States. All right, Michigan, Coleman. Shout out Michigan, Coleman. Great state, great people, great city, great friends, and great family, because I stay with a family that now I call my parents also, right? They're my adopted family. And my second best part of it was college. Oh boy, oh boy. All right, so my best buddy was in the States, believe it or not. The best buddy on the States and in Canada, and they both happened at the same time, or the same overall 24 hours. Just like that, all right? And well, my best, I don't know, time was in college. So if you can give that college life to your kids, I think they will never regret that. All right. But yeah, I'm just saying. But don't be like that, Drew. Don't be like that. Come on. They need college, I think. Hey, BT, what's up? Another 5. Love it. Thank you, my friend. Really appreciate the gang. And I would like to pitch in and some Lucas and Jared for AC. Thank you, my friend. Really appreciate it. Thank you, homie. Thank you, homie. Thank you very much. Really, really appreciate you. Let me like as many times as I can this. Let me throw those hearts to you. Thank you. Really, really appreciate that 5 super chart. Really helps. Thank you, my friend. All right, so let's go check out a couple of other things, and we're gonna be ready to go out. Hey guys, tomorrow gaming night. Don't miss out. Gaming night, and really important, if I gave away a couple of what is it? Xbox. What was it? Xbox. What? Game Pass. Thank you, honey. We gave away some Xbox Game Passes, right? They're about to expire. So if you haven't, if you did want one of those, remember to either cancel your subscription or let it renew. All right, and that is because when the Game Pass was free, I gave it away. but it is Microsoft process that you need to set a payment detail for renewal. So keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. I don't want a gift become into a hassle, right? So if you win that, if you want that pass, then get Xbox Pass, and you don't want to keep it, make sure to cancel the renewal or remove your payment details on Microsoft. All right. For my end, I'm gonna still keep it because we are gaming, guys, and well, it's been very fun. It's been very fun. So tomorrow, gaming at 8 p.m. MST. All right, amazing show. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Trading Tuesday. Really appreciate it. All right, let's move on. Let's take a look at a couple of other stuff like Dogecoin. All right, the legend freaking dairy stood up Dogecoin. All right, so let's zoom out in here, and we are just flying. All right, let me make this a little bit smaller. There we go. We have our entry zone. We were looking for that same buffering zone that we have in other coins, right? Perfect. We are hitting some resistance. We're breaking strongly through those resistances. Let's bring up our indicators. There we go. We are right now on a resistance. All right. We have a bearish divergence. That doesn't mean that we're going to be coming down. But if we have a wick down and we have that divergence, count with a big pullback. All right. So far, so good. Entry zones on Dodge not confirmed just yet. We first need to see what's going to happen with this big AF space. There's nothing to stop it to going up other than manipulation. All right. So let's bring out something in here. I want to bring up my Fibonacci tools, and because I'm too lazy to actually do free Fibonacci or hint tools Fibonacci, I'm gonna be adding my FIVP. I'm gonna also add my Fibonacci trend, and I'm gonna be adding my, where is my other Fibs? I seems that I don't have that anymore. All right, so let's add my Fibonacci trend. All right, perfect. We're at the top, 0% retracement. That's fine. We could be breaking it out. So keep an eye when we break this and we have a recalculation of that Fibonacci. Let's go for the FIVP. Love it. FIVP is telling us that we already had hit target. This was our target. All right, so we're hitting that target and we're seeing that absorption. So let's give it some more time. If this blows, all right, and go and hit this high, don't rush in. Don't rush in. We're gonna have our chance. All right. If for the other reason we come back down, look at where is our POC money flow. Our next POC, it is right here at 0.24. All right. And in the middle, we have the nut, or that little order block or pullback or liquidity zone, or any names that we name this, right? Because it represents that. So we could be looking for this week up and then maybe continuation. So let's add also another alert in here. All right, add slightly above here, and then another one right here to 0.24, and another one right here at 0.25. Right. So I'm looking for that possible retracement. Is it going to happen? I don't know, but we need to be prepared. All right. ADA and Link. All right, ADA. I was looking for an entry on ADA. Did not happen in here as I was expecting. All right. So I was expecting actually coming back down. It did come back down, but dude, once again, right? That little, hey, I kid you not, right? We were like, come on. I mean, what it was one of those, like 0.41% to entry. Whatever, it is what it is. All right. So let's wind about it for a little bit, and then we'll just come back and trading this thing. So far, so good. I'm seeing this push the upside. Usually this is not that sustainable until we make a big parabolic move, and then we flag out, and then we make another big parabolic move. But so far, that has not yet happened. So we are also creating divergences, and that is because the price keeps going up in here and the momentum keeps going down. What is pushing or driving this movement? It is your money flow. So we could be getting ready for a short. All right, not quite there yet. Still, we can still push, and one of our alerts is all the way up to 0.96. All right, important. If we break through, we still have a big resistance here. And if, let me see. Oh, there we go. Look at that resistance point. All right. It's not about the breakout. You know the drill. It's about the retest, our entry, and that's when we hit our target. All right. So this is what we need to look for. I'm going to add another alert in here, and this one's going to be a little bit lower. And I just want to feel, or I want to be alerted, right, as we are hitting those targets. So I can prepare my upcoming both short and then long. That short is going to be a tiny itty bitty short. And then I'm going to be pushing maybe a half of an increase long to a continuation. We still need to see how those numbers go. All right. And well, does anyone gets this thing where their charts, what chart page on website, refresh, then a big move happened? Oh yes, it does, because everybody is looking at the same chart. Yeah, and it gets startled. But yeah. All right, so that's gonna be it for today. I think we have covered a lot of coins. I don't want to like overwhelm you with the amount of coins, and also I don't want you to be jumping into as many coins as you can. All right, the movement have already played out. We need to wait for cool out or cool down, and then that's where we re-enter. So far, we are still on gains, massive gains. Thanks God that we are being managing our losses very, very nice, and haven't been too many. It's been what, 3 so far, I think, and those are stop losses. So whatever. And well, it's been pretty good. All right, so let's keep the flow going, guys. A little reminder to hit that like button, really helps. Double shout out for you guys that shout out here, and also special thanks to B Team for those super chats. Really appreciate it, guys. So other than that, guys, what a week, and it can still get better. Tomorrow gaming, and as always, see you guys tomorrow.
Bitcoin is going to zero.